I'm Emmy, and I'm here with iMomcast.com, and we're at the Birthing, Breastfeeding, and Beyond Expo in Newport Richey, Florida. And I'm here with Holly Webb, and she's with Belly Full of Love Service.
That's right.
And can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
I am a local area doula. I began my business about a year and a half ago called Belly Full of Love Birth Services. I offer birth doula services. I am certified through CAPA, and I also have other services where I teach parenting classes. I have a peaceful parenting class coming up in October that you can check out on my calendar. I am a certified infant massage instructor, and I have been teaching infant massage for about 10 years to families.
I used to do that a lot with my daughter. I always thought if you actually did massage the muscles, and my daughter would be a strong girl, and that she would grow up tall and be a model for me.
Well, that's right. It does help with their muscle tone. It helps with their brain and the connections they make, and it helps your babies feel loved and relaxed.
Awesome. That sounds great. Do you have any children of your own?
I do. I have a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old.
And did you do massage on them as well? Did that help you?
I did. I massaged them from birth, and I can say that they ask me every day if I will still rub their back and their belly.
That's so sweet. I mean, my daughter's 10, and you can just rub her back, and it helps her go to sleep really easily as well.
Absolutely.
Do you have any helpful tips for mothers out there?
I would say to do what works for you. Every family and every mother and child are unique. So I like moms to do what works for them in a healthy, loving way for their family.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us, and enjoy your day here at the expo.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with Rebecca Thompson. And Rebecca, what business are you in?
I'm with the Consciously Parenting Project.
And what exactly do you do?
I work with families, beginning at birth, going all the way up through grandparenting. I help them create connections when there's been a disconnection.
And do you have kids yourself?
I do. I have a 10-year-old and a 15-year-old. They're both boys.
And did you get into this business because you were a parent?
I got into this because I was a parent. I was actually really struggling in my parenting, and I really wanted to create more connection, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. And so as I came across more resources and learned how to do it, I knew I needed to put this out into the world.
And do you have any helpful tips for moms and dads out there?
There's so many things that come to mind. There's nothing more important than the relationship. So, no matter how important that behavior feels like it needs to be corrected right this second, if we can stop and really look at where is our child coming from and what can I do right now to really connect in relationship, and then worry about the behavior later.
Yeah, because I've always learned that there's 2 reasons why you have a reaction. Either to get something or to get out of something. So you have to define exactly what they need out of that situation, right?
Right. And if we jump into, I've got to make this stop or I got to fix this, we miss their communication. We miss what's going on.
And we miss some valuable time with our children.
We do. That's what I see is that, when somebody slows down right there and says, wow, what is going on with you? That those are some of the most important moments in our parenting, and we miss them when we're trying to make them stop doing something.
All right, well, thank you so much. That was some great information you gave us, and thanks for talking with iMomcast.com.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm with Cheryl Waterbury, and she's with Gentle Genesis. Cheryl, can you tell us a little bit about Gentle Genesis?
Sure. Gentle Genesis is birth doula and childbirth education services, which means that I support moms and families through pregnancy, labor, and birth, as well as teach classes privately and in groups for being prepared for the best childbirth experience possible.
Now, do you have children yourself?
I do. I have 2 grown children, 2 sons who are married, 1 grandbaby, another on the way, and a 13-year-old daughter.
Now, did you have a doula for your pregnancies, or did you have the more traditional?
Actually, I had not ever heard of a doula, the word doula, until probably 5 or 6 years ago. My births were wonderful. Probably now that I look back on them, were very different than what most other women were doing at the time. They were hospital births, but they were quick, they were easy, they were all natural.
Oh, so you were lucky.
I guess my perception of birth was that you go into labor, you push your baby out. I didn't have any preconceived notions that there was really any other way to do it, or that I should be afraid of what was about to happen naturally. So once I had the experience of having my first baby, I remember immediately after he was born and they handed him to me, I said, "Wow, that was so cool, honey, let's do it again." And he said, "Could we just wait a little on that?" So ever since that moment, I have been hooked on birth.
That's awesome. You are definitely a rare breed of mom. Now, do you have any helpful hints for mom? Like maybe we can have that kind of wonderful, easy pregnancy?
Well, part of it was probably genetic, but my thing that I like to tell parents most is please just be educated. Know all your options. What's right for you and your circumstances may not be what, mom A, mom B, or mom C, what's right for them.
Everybody's a little bit
But
different.
know all your options. Know the risks and benefits of all the choices you have to make. And you're a parent before you ever hold that baby, and you will know what's right for your family.
All right, thank you so much for taking time to talk with us, and you have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm with Kimberly Wadsworth, and she's with Fruit of Your Womb. Can you tell us a little bit about Fruit of Your Womb?
So Fruit of Your Womb is a placenta encapsulation service. It basically, after a woman gives birth, they also birth a placenta, and all the hormones and nutrients from when you were pregnant are trapped in that placenta, and it's good for your body to be able to get those nutrients and hormones back in your system to help stabilize your hormones, and it's good for postpartum healing, and it's really good for after birth for new moms.
And do you have children yourself?
I do. I have 2 kids. I have a 9-month-old and a 3.5-month-old, Avelina and Eleanor.
And I do have to say, I have met them, and they are the cutest little porcelain doll babies ever. Now, has this your business influenced how you raised your children, or?
I think having children has kind of influenced my business. So after I gave birth to my first daughter 3.5 years ago, I had a stint of postpartum depression, and that opened up doors for me to research kind of a natural way to combat postpartum depression. And that's when I found out about placenta encapsulation. And I, kind of kicked myself and said, oh my gosh, I should have kept my placenta with my first. And that's when I kind of did all my research and said, okay, with my second, I'm going to do it. But before that happened, I had pregnant friends, and I shared with them all my research, and I said, let me do this for you. Let me encapsulate your placenta. There are so many benefits for it. And at first, my friends were kind of like, no, thank you. That's kind of gross. And I persuaded them to do it anyway, and they ended up loving them and calling them their happy pills. And so I'm so glad that kind of boosted me to start my business.
Now, do you have any helpful tips for mom? Any day-to-day life hacks or anything like that?
So my helpful tip for moms and dads would be to just follow your instinct, because no matter how much research you do or how many books you read, whatever you feel is best for your child will be best for your child.
All right, thank you so much, and you have a great day. Thanks for talking with us. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, it's Emmy again with iMomcast.com, and I'm here with Melissa Mayer, and she's with Birth Boot Camp. Can you tell us a little bit about Birth Boot Camp?
Birth Boot Camp trains couples in natural childbirth. We offer a 10-week series that will prepare you with all the information you need to make evidence-based choices for your birth, as well as give dad the right equipment to help you get through your labor and have the birth that you desire.
That sounds awesome. So you have a little bit more of a understanding, a support system when you're going through
Absolutely.
everything. That's great. Do you have any children yourself?
I do. I have a son, Peter. He's 2.
And did you train your husband before he came in the room with you?
I did, but that's what inspired me to start teaching myself. Having a doula and taking a really good childbirth class helped me to get through my 32-hour labor.
Oh my goodness.
Naturally, with no medication.
You are the woman.
And so I really started the spindle that got me thinking about what I'm passionate about and what I want to help other women to do with their birth.
Awesome. And do you have one helpful tip for moms out there? Anything?
I do. Relax. Whether it's preparing for childbirth, whether it's being a mom, whether it's worrying about getting dinner on the table, relax.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking some time to speak with us today, and you have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'm here with Bethany Springer, and she is a wellness consultant. Bethany, what do you consult us about?
I, right now, have created a program for pregnancy that helps women relax and enjoy their pregnancy. I provide tools that they can use to manage their stress so that when they become moms and they really need that stress management, they're able to tap back into or look at their notes even of what we talked about in our group program and manage their stress, be able to relax and become mindful and enjoy whatever moment they're experiencing.
And do you have children yourself?
I do. I have 2 children, 2 daughters. One's 5 and one is going to be 2 this fall.
And did you have children before or after you got into this business of telling everybody?
I had children before.
And are they the reason why you decided to go into business?
Yes, I always wanted to work for myself, and I've always wanted to help people. I have my background in education. I was a teacher, but I experienced a lot of stress and anxiety after pregnancy loss in between my daughters. And then with my second daughter's pregnancy, the entire time, I had so much anxiety. I didn't know what to do. And here I'm a yoga teacher. I'm teaching stress management at a college, meditation.
And you were having your own problems.
Yes, exactly. And I didn't really want to start counseling and go, through that whole thing because it was just something I felt like I was dealing with right then, specific to pregnancy. So I started making my own program.
So you definitely got a first-hand understanding of what a lot of moms are actually going through and don't want to discuss with everybody because they might feel like it's wrong.
Right. You feel guilty for not enjoying every moment and being blissful. You feel like you have to kind of hide it and just be happy all the time and grateful. And
now I know when I was pregnant, I had a book that was called Pregnancy Sucks, and it was the best book ever because it explained that it's not always rosy and cheery and gumdrops and rainbows.
Yeah.
So that's awesome that you go out there and you actually explain to people that there is another side to being pregnant that's not always cheer bearer.
Yes. Up to 66% of women experience anxiety in their pregnancy, and a lot of them don't know what to do, and it can be made worse, after you have the baby. And if you don't figure out kind of what to do beforehand, once you have the baby, you're then looking at a whole other situation. So it's almost preventative, but it helps you during pregnancy.
Now, do you have any helpful hints for mom and dad?
I would say that taking those slow, deep breaths, it is very hard to remember to do in the moment, but just to give yourself a break, even looking out a window, taking a walk, exercise, being outside always works. But just to give yourself that space.
A little woosah time.
Yeah. So you're not just reacting in the moment. You give yourself a space, notice how you're feeling, and just being compassionate with yourself, not so hard on yourself. We tend to think, I'm stressed out, something's wrong, I have to deal with it, I have to fix it. But just, we need to learn how to be more compassionate and understanding with ourselves, and even placing your hand on your heart and saying, it's okay. You're struggling, you're suffering right now, but
you'll get through it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm here with Jillian. And Jillian, could you tell us a little bit about your business?
Yes, my business is called Organic Reverence, and I make pure, organic, therapeutic, and eco-friendly personal care products. I specialize a lot in pregnancy and in baby care, but I also make a lot of products for adults as well.
Awesome. Do you have any kids yourself?
I do. I have a 3-year-old, and he is my inspiration to everything that I've created. Everything I needed in my my personal care business and everything related to my business was related to what was missing in the marketplace, what I needed to help me get through pregnancy. I had really bad fluid retention and carpal tunnel syndrome. There was nothing on the market for it. So I started researching and developing products that I could use safely. And then after pregnancy, I realized there was still some products in the market that were not safe for babies. and they were containing some chemicals that are pretty toxic. And so at that point is when I started doing some further research. I decided to become certified in aromatherapy so that I could specialize in safer oils for pregnancy care, for postpartum when you're nursing, for labor, and for babies.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have any quick helpful tips for mom or little life hacks or anything?
I would say the biggest tip ever is check with anybody that you're using a product with. Are the oils certified organic? Are the products, try to go more organic in everything that you do. Look at a label, read it, and if you don't know what the ingredient is, go to EWG's website. That's the Environmental Working Group, and you can go on there, it's called Skin Deep. You can go on the website, type in any ingredient, and it will pop up what the toxic level is.
Yeah, because am I wrong that you can have the word organic, but there's different percentages of organic? So a lot of people can get confused like that, thinking that they're going to go get organic, and there's
Right.
still something in there that's not exactly fully fresh and came from the earth like most of us want.
Right, and that's the one thing. I thought I was pretty well educated on this subject before getting pregnant, and when I started looking at baby care, they were still adding preservatives that were toxic, like phenoxyl. It's a known eye irritant, and they studied in lab rats, burns the eyes, and they put it in baby care products as a preservative. And that was one of the reasons why I started getting scared. This was a labeled organic product, so anything that's over 70% organic can be labeled organic, and then it goes in variations from there. When you're looking at my products, if you were to type in any ingredient, you would find a 0 in toxicity. Everything that I use is either been certified organic or it's naturally wild grown and has been tested to be certified that it's pesticide, herbicide, and chemical free, which is very key. I try to use sustainably grown ingredients and fair trade ingredients whenever possible, because it's all about giving back to the environment. It's all about being organic. Organic stands for non-GMO. GMOs are causing all kinds of reactions today.
And it's very hard to get
everywhere.
away from them.
It's so hard to get away from it. And unless it's specifically labeled non-GMO, then sometimes people get confused. If it's an organic product, you can't use GMOs. And I hope they don't greenwash that one. That's a term. When they start washing out, the organic standards, it's greenwashing. And we need to keep our standards high. And unfortunately, when you're looking at baby care, you're starting to think about their developing immune systems and their developing bodies, and we're putting all these chemicals in. They already started in the womb with so many more chemicals than we ever had. We're just a very heavily toxic environment, and there's just no need to be putting more chemicals into them.
Absolutely.
So that's why I started my company. My products are pure. I would say the majority of my products are 95 to 99% organic, and then the things that contain water, I can't label as organic. They're natural. The water is the only thing that is natural. It's purified water, and then I UV sterilize it, so there's no bacteria in there. I'm kind of a germaphobe too.
Very interesting. All right, thank you so much for taking time to speak with us, and you have a lovely day.
Thanks, you
Thank
too.
you.
Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm with Vanessa Wooding, and Vanessa, what do you do for us?
I have my own jewellery company called GOT, G-O-T, which stands for my daughter's names, Georgie, Olivia and Tally.
Oh, those are sweet names.
Thank you.
And obviously you do have kids, so did you start your business before you had your children or after?
I've only just started my business. I turned 40 in April Fools, of course. And so April 1st I turned 40 and started my business. I have a 15-year-old, a 13-year-old and a 4-year-old.
So is that your cheap labor to help you out?
It sure is.
But I'm sure they enjoy it too, to get to spend that little extra time with mom.
They do. They help me make some things. They help me with marketing. They stick stickers on. My 4-year-old obviously has a jewelry party or show every day. We do dress up. And I have models because they get to wear my jewelry and I can take pictures with them.
That sounds like lots of fun.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with iMomcast, and you have a great day.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'm here now with Katie Miller. And Katie, can you tell us a little bit about your business?
Sure. My business is called Wonderfully Made Midwifery Care. It's a home birth practice, and I serve Pinellas, Pasco, Hillsborough County, and Hernando, some of Polk County. I live in Wesley Chapel and anywhere within an hour of where I live.
So you just get around.
Yes. Yeah, so I do all home visits for all prenatal care for the birth and the postpartum care. So, moms don't have to worry about getting out and going somewhere for their prenatal visits. Um, so, it's a home birth practice, and that's about it.
Now, do you have children of your own?
Yes, I have 2 sons. They are 8 and 6 years old. My 8-year-old is Malachi, and my 6-year-old is Nathaniel.
Did you do home birthing with them, or did you get into the understanding of home birthing and stuff after you were?
So I had Malachi was at the hospital with a nurse midwife, and I didn't really know at that point about out-of-hospital birth or anything. And with Nathaniel was when I got pregnant with him, I started looking into my options, and I had a midwife for his birth. So I had an out-of-hospital birth, and that's kind of what led me towards midwifery. I was finishing up nursing school when I was pregnant with him, and then I didn't think I was ever going to be going back to school for midwifery, and then thankfully I was able to, and now I have a home birth practice.
That sounds awesome. So you did have some schooling or traditional schooling before you went into this practice.
Yes.
So do you have any quick helpful tips for moms out there?
Sure. I would say if you're pregnant or looking to get pregnant or plan on having babies ever in your life, to educate yourself and really know your options before, either before you get pregnant or when you're pregnant, so you make sure that you're making the best decision for you to have the best birth for you and your baby.
All right. Thank you so much for taking some time with us.
You're welcome.
Have a
Thank
great
you very
day.
much.
Thanks. I'm here with Jessica, and Jessica, what are you here?
I am here with Tampa Bay Baby Wearing. We are a local parenting group that we show parents how to wear their baby correctly, help them find a carrier so that they are comfortable and it's easy for them to do. That's basically we have Learn in Place throughout Tampa Bay where parents can come, try everything we have on, and find something or get help with something they already have. I have 2 kids. They're 6 and 8 now, but I've worn since my oldest was born 8 years ago, and it was just very convenient for me. I couldn't have a stroller taking care of my mother, so I had to find my hands free.
Yeah. Do you have any helpful tips for mom out there?
Just try things. One carrier doesn't
cover all bases.
Doesn't cover all bases.
It's kind of like clothing for yourself. You've got to find what fits for your body and your lifestyle,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
And do you guys help teach people to inform them of that kind of decision and help them bring through the whole process of what carriers and if I really want to do this process or anything?
Yeah, it's more.
It's a complete support
group. It's just trying to find what works for them.
All right, thank you so much for sitting with us.
No problem.
Talking on iCast.com.
Thanks.
I'm with Lisa Custer from Longevity. And Lisa, can you tell us a little bit about Longevity?
Sure. Longevity is a company that's actually 17 years old, but within the last 2 years, they've changed their business model, and they started acquiring other direct sales companies. So they have their own product offering, and then they offer, we're at about 14 other brands right now of products that we offer. So there's approximately 2,000 products available under the Longevity umbrella.
Can you tell us a few products, different types of products that you offer?
Sure. The company I came from that they acquired is called Beyond Organic, and it's all organic foods, and they come fresh from the farm. So it's raw cheeses and cultured dairy and different foods, fermented herbs, different things like that.
That's cool. Do you have any children yourself?
I do. I have a 6-year-old boy.
And did you get into the business before or after you had children?
I got into it after. It was a great way for me to be able to do it from home and not interfere with my schedule with my son.
Were you interested in the green lifestyle before you had your son, or was it something that you were already thinking about and in that kind of lifestyle?
It was something I was already thinking about, but I didn't realize how important it was until I had my son and I started investigating things on my own. We started, doing the cloth diapering and, making your own baby food and all that kind of stuff. So one thing led to another, and that's where I am.
And do you have one helpful tip for parenting out there?
One helpful tip would be to search for local groups within your area that are like-minded and start to learn from each other and just get out and start networking with people. And yes, because there's plenty of people who are out there learning the same kind of things, and it makes it easier if you all learn together.
And see, that's where imomcast.com helps out, because we are professionals in services and we want to help the community learn from each other.
Right.
So that's awesome. Thank you so much for talking with us, and you have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks. I'm with Rachel, and Rachel, what do you do for us?
I manufacture cloth diapers and custom and children's clothing. My business is Jumping June Designs.
And do you have any children yourself?
I do. I have a boy who is turned 2 in May, and my daughter is 6.
Now, did you start designing before or after you had children?
After. I started after I had my son. I decided to cloth diaper him while I was pregnant. And after I had him, I decided I've always liked to design clothes and stuff, and I never actually sewed them. So I was like, I'll try making cloth diapers. And I actually was pretty good at it, so I made him a couple, and I decided to start selling them, and the clothes just kind of came later to match the diapers, and just evolved from there.
So you can have a whole cute little matching coordinated outfit.
Yes, whole thing
not
matches.
Not just the diaper.
No.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So you can totally rock awesome style.
Yes.
All right. Do you have any helpful tips for mom?
I would say don't forget your diapers. I have left home, honestly, without diapers and my son. And yeah, it can be a disaster. So, yes.
All right. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm here with Shannon Green. And Shannon Green, what's your business?
I own greenmommydiapers.com. We sell cloth diapers, we sell tulas, amber necklaces, a lot of other mommy and baby products that are natural. We sell laundry detergent and things along that line to help with natural mom and baby type things.
So a very green product.
Very, it goes with the name.
And do you have any children of your own?
I have 2. I have the pink princess and the green baby. Go figure.
And how has your business helped you as a mom?
Well, for me, I actually started the business because I was a mom. When my eldest was born, people started calling me the green mommy, and it kind of stuck. And then we discovered my eldest was allergic to disposable diapers, highly allergic to them. So we had to switch to cloth diapers. It wasn't a matter of, better for the planet or...
It was a necessity.
Yeah, it was absolute a necessity. And once you kind of get into cloth diapering, it comes with an addiction, and here I am.
Do you have any helpful tips for mom out there?
Yes, everyone needs to wear a diaper when they're itty-bitty. Well, unless you're doing elimination communication, which, by the way, I do strongly recommend as an awesome option. But even with that, cloth diapering makes life so much simpler. When it came to disposables, you get the blowouts, and that's no fun. You're going to deal with poo one way or
that's
another.
A little messy subject.
Oh my, yeah. I mean, your choice. Do you want to deal with poo everywhere or just contained in a nice, cute little package?
All right, thank you for spending some time with us and talking with imomcast.com.
Thank you.
Thanks. Jones, and she's with the La Leche League International. Can you tell us a little bit about the La Leche League International?
La Leche League is to support, to provide mother-to-mother support to breastfeeding moms and pregnant moms who plan to breastfeed through just support, education, and explaining the benefits of breastfeeding to both the development of the baby and the mother.
That sounds awesome. So a very good support group where they can just call and get all the information they need.
Yeah, we believe that mothers can be successful in breastfeeding if they have the right support system in place.
And obviously you have children of your own. Were you a really big advocate before you had your children, or?
I think it came after I had my first, when everything didn't fall into place with my first baby. And I read the books, I read every pamphlet that I could on breastfeeding, and I was like, of course we're going to breastfeed. And then things were difficult.
And you're like, what is wrong with me?
Yes, and when things were difficult, I turned to La Leche League, and they provided the support I needed to be successful. And I moved to this area, and there was no La Leche League in the area, and I felt that it was a giant need. So I decided to become a leader myself so I could provide that support to moms.
And how would we be able to get in contact with the La Leche League?
La Leche League has a website, and on the website there's phone numbers and emails for all the leaders in your area. It's important to contact a leader who's near you so that they can provide that support. There is monthly meetings in your area too. We have monthly meetings in West Pasco in my home, and there's also meetings all around the Tampa Bay area. So there's a lot of opportunities to get involved with the group.
That sounds awesome. Do you have any helpful tips for moms or dads?
It helps to have that book knowledge like I had, but the most important thing is to make sure you have a support group in place so that if you do have difficulties, you have somebody to call. And you don't have to struggle alone. There's other moms that have been there too.
All right, thank you so much, and bye-bye. Thanks for coming and helping out.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm with Melissa Stockman, and she's with A Place to Grow. Melissa, can you tell us a little bit about A Place to Grow?
Sure. A Place to Grow offers services for nutritional needs for prenatal through early childhood. We also offer postpartum and newborn support in ways of doula services. And we also offer enrichment courses, which will be workshops, classes, and things like that, mom and baby classes together, developmental courses together, and information sessions on everything from prenatal nutrition to birth options to childcare options.
That sounds awesome. So you're like a one-stop shop of information.
That is absolutely correct.
And do you have any helpful tips for moms and dads out there?
I think one big tip is that nutrition is very important before pregnancy, during pregnancy, and after pregnancy, and through childhood, but each stage has different needs. So it's really important to become educated throughout the stages and to be prepared ahead of time so that you're not just facing something all of a sudden and you're a busy new parent and then you're just not quite sure what direction to go.
Anything else you can help us with or tell us about?
I think the other most important thing is don't be afraid to reach out. Reach out, ask questions. There's a support system here for you. There are groups, there are individuals, and the thing I hear most, people say, I knew about services like this, but I never wanted to need them. I wanted to do it on my own. So don't be afraid.
Don't be so stubborn.
Don't be stubborn. Don't be stubborn. We're here for you. It does take a village, and we're part of your village.
All right, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me, and you have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
too.
I'm with Carmen Burnett, and Carmen, what do you do?
For the past 11 years, I've run a support group for homeschooling moms and stay-at-home moms. Originally, our group didn't found as a homeschooling group, but rather a play group. When I moved to, scratch that. Before I moved,
you want to start over?
Yeah, let's start over.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's
Got off on a side
Don't
note.
say sorry.
Okay.
We're good. There's
Okay.
nothing to say sorry for.
Okay.
See that woman over there? I messed up her name like 5 times.
All right, sorry.
So,
take a breath.
It's all good.
All right.
Okay. I'm with Carmen Burnett. And Carmen, what is the business that you're in?
I run a support group for homeschooling moms and a support group for stay-at-home moms in the Pasco area. We also service moms in Pinellas and Hernando County as well.
Now, do you have any, do you also help support some of the new parents that are on that new online K through 12 schooling?
That is different, actually. The K through 12 is a home-based curriculum provided by the public school system. So they actually provide their own support for that. There are a lot of, their Florida Virtual, for instance, is another for the older kids, basically high school and above. They offer, more of a private tutoring along with the accredited classes. And they do provide their own tutoring services, and their requirements are a little bit different. With home education, the parent is the teacher and the principal. So you are guiding and supervising your child in your home, and you're deciding the curriculum, the grading system, everything is basically in your hands. So with the K through 12 and Florida Virtual Program, that is state regulated, so that is a little bit of a difference. So we are not at all affiliated with those groups per se. We are just supporting the parents' right to homeschool their child.
And do you help put them in contact with different resources and how to start the curriculum and decide if that really is the best decision for their family?
Absolutely. Once a year, we open up our homeschool meetings to the public, and we just recently had our kickoff meeting in August. We had about 130 people in attendance, and we had vendors from all over the area offering resources. And I'm a homeschool graduate myself, and when I was homeschooled in Pasco County, Florida, there was one co-op in the area. Now there are many different co-op opportunities. There are physical education opportunities, there's tutoring opportunities, mentoring opportunities, field trips, all kinds of resources available. So yes, we do try to put those resources in the hands of the parent, especially those beginning homeschooling families who are just completely overwhelmed with the idea itself. And I just would like to plug a link, a site, fpea.com is a vital resource to homeschooling families, and they are equipped to offer a once a year a convention with all different resources available. They sell curriculum. So in our group we have currently about 85 families, and they have been homeschooling, some just starting, some have been homeschooling for several years, and for all different reasons. I mean, there's all different reasons why people start homeschooling, but we want to equip you for the journey and provide all the information that you might need and the support, and I think that's vital too. It's providing support.
Do you have any helpful tips for moms and dads out there, not necessarily with the schooling, but anything in general for us?
I think what it comes down to with moms is prioritizing. When we learn to budget our day properly, time management is essential, especially even if you're not a homeschooling mom, if you're a work-at-home mom, a working mom. Time management is crucial. So I think what it comes down to is prioritizing what is important in our day. Is it getting the laundry done, getting the dishes done, or if you're a home educator, is it getting the curriculum done? I know many homeschoolers have multiple children. You have to tend to the needs of your children first and foremost, but as a homeschooling mom for so many years, you have learned to let some things go. You learn what's important at the end of the day and what isn't. And I think even being a leader of a support group for so many years and listening to so many women and their complaints and their concerns and their questions, it all boils down to really the same thing. We are all homeschooling for different reasons, but we want the same outcome. We want our children to be in a loving, affirming environment. We want them to be excelling educationally. We want them, some of us are homeschooling for spiritual enrichment purposes. So what we're all trying to provide is basically the same. How we do it is sometimes different, but I would suggest if I were to say anything to people interested in homeschooling or those that have been homeschooling, is you have to learn in your day what to let go, what is important. Otherwise it will become so overwhelming that you feel basically like you're a failure, that you haven't been able to keep up with things like you had in the past. And so I think with age comes wisdom as well, and as you get older you just realize what isn't as important, what you can put off for another day and what you can't. And to be able to, after doing this a while, to evaluate your child's progress and say, this is what we did, this is the outcome we had, this is what we'll do differently. And that's why a support group is so essential as well, because some of us who've been doing this for a long time are able to say, relax, it's okay, you're going to get through this, it's going to work out, but take a deep breath. Everything isn't going to work out.
A little bit of flexibility is the key.
Exactly.
All right, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Bye. I'm with Allison, and she's with Tattooed Muffin Fitness. Allison, what do you do?
I am a yoga instructor and a personal trainer and a food dietitian.
So you just all around kick everybody's butt into shape.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. All right, so do you have any kids yourself?
Yes, I have a 2-year-old daughter, and I am 7 months pregnant now.
Oh my goodness.
So working out with the baby is really hard.
Do we know what we're having? Or
a little boy.
Oh,
so I have a little girl, and now I have a boy. Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
she's going to have somebody to punk up on. I'm pretty excited.
That's awesome. Has your business helped you with your children at all?
Very much so. I can now bring my daughter to work with me every day. She does a lot of the classes with me, yoga and body squats and kettlebell swings, jumps into all my classes. And then after our baby's a couple months old, I will be bringing him to work too.
So you get to still have that one-on-one time a little bit with your daughter.
It's wonderful.
All right, do you have any helpful hints for mom or tips for mom? Any life hacks?
Number one thing, stay hydrated. Nobody drinks enough water, and it contributes to a lot of things. Tooth decay, fatigue, depression, body aches, not being able to sleep enough, lowered sex drive. I mean, thousands of things from not staying hydrated enough. People drink a lot of sodas,
That's for
coffees,
everybody,
other things.
pretty much.
Yeah,
It's not
but
even just moms.
Yeah, but all the women I know, they never drink enough water. Either they don't like the water from the fountain, so they need to just invest in getting bottled. I know I'm a Fiji water addict. But stay hydrated. It's the number one key to life.
All right, thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye. I'm with Hannah Barnes. And Hannah Barnes, what's your business?
I am here today with Young Living Essential Oils, and that's something that I'm really new to, but I'm really excited about it. I've been learning a lot of amazing information about how to use plants and the essences that come from them to improve my health, my family's health, clean my house, make safer household products, skincare products, things like that, and incorporate it into my daily life and just be healthier.
I know I have a thing for eucalyptus oil. I can't live without eucalyptus oil because my daughter and I suffer with sinus infections so badly. And I learned, like, if Vicks Vapor Rub and all that's ridiculous. It doesn't have the potency or the oomph for it. So I just run down and get some essential oils and grab me some eucalyptus, and I can go to different places and have them make spitballs for us too. And that's like the best thing in the world. So that's really awesome. Do you have any kids yourself?
I actually do have 2 children. One of them is almost 16, and the other one is 8 years old. And they're amazing, and they're my inspiration for everything that I do. And I'm really excited about being able to have options the Young Living gives me to be able to improve our family situation and health issues without having to necessarily do the typical Western medicine. It gives me options for them and for the rest of my family as well.
Now, were you able to get into essential oils and learn about it before you were actually in the business and take care of your daughter or your children with the essential oils before you got into the business, or?
No, actually, I actually just got into Young Living for myself, for my family, just to be able to purchase the products. There was no requirement for me to sell anything to anyone, but as I used the products, I began to learn more. I've purchased several books. I am in the process of getting some education for myself. There's massage techniques, there's numerous applications that you can use these products for. So I'm in the process of educating myself, and I'm so excited that I want to tell everyone else about it. So initially, no, it was just, I didn't know anything about it, but I had some friends and I knew that they had done a lot of research and they had gotten into it, and I respected them and got into it myself. And it's just amazing. Basically, it's ancient wisdom that has been used for thousands of years, and we've really gotten away from it in the last couple centuries. And in some ways, I feel like we've outsmarted ourselves as humans and kind of lost the things that were given to us in nature. So it's I'm just excited about it, and I'm learning a lot.
Do you have any helpful tips for moms out there?
I would just say cherish every moment that you can. Live it to the fullest.
That is so true, because when you blink an eye, you have lost 10 years.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much for taking some time to speak with us at iMomCast, and you have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm with Shirley Whitehead, and Shirley, what is a little bit about what you do?
Hi, I'm an independent consultant with 31. We have thermals, totes, and purses. We help you organize your home, your office, or just make you look good at the beach. We have things that will help you with babies. A lot of our bags are used as diaper bags because they are so versatile. Thermals that will help you keep things cold, even when you're traveling. Just anything basically that you can use to organize your home or your office or your car.
Or your life.
Absolutely.
And busy moms always need that extra hand and organization skills, because we have so much going on that sometimes we don't even know what we're doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, do you have any kids yourself?
I have 3. My oldest is 28, married with 2 children.
Oh, so you're grandma, so you definitely need like a couple of extra arms going on.
I am a nanny. I have a grandson of 3 years old, and our granddaughter just turned a year old in August. Also have a grandson who lives in Missouri from my oldest daughter and her husband. And our youngest just celebrated her first year marriage anniversary
Aww.
in February.
That's sweet.
I'm an empty nester, and I hate it. I hate it.
Well, you know what? I have a 10-year-old, and whenever you want to borrow her, I will gladly send her your way. She's great at cleaning.
Absolutely. There we go. I love it.
Great. So, did you get into this business before or after your children, or during?
After. I've only been in 31 since March of this year. Part of the reason was to have that extra money, but to also be able to reconnect with the women and have a nice girls' night out, quick little parties. And I joined because of the business mission. We are based on Proverbs 31, the virtuous woman. And so our goal is to celebrate, encourage, and reward women. We also give through 31 Gives to organizations that help women and children. So crisis homes, whether it be
Support.
abuse. Exactly. We also support the Ronald McDonald Houses too.
Oh, that is a great charity.
Absolutely. So we do a lot of fundraisers, a lot of birthdays. We can do birthday parties. We can do bridal showers, baby showers.
Do you have any helpful tips for moms and dads out there?
Oh my goodness. I say be consistent. Whatever it is that you are doing with your children and raising them and parenting them, be consistent so that they know where the line is drawn and what to expect.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking time with us.
You're
Enjoy your
welcome.
day.
Thank you. You guys too.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We're with Jennifer Whitehead, and she's with Pampered Chef. Jennifer, can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yes, I'm a Pampered Chef consultant. Pampered Chef has been around for 34 years. It helps women, be able to do something. Women and men can do it. We do house parties, we do fundraisers, bridal showers. It's home of high-quality kitchen tools that help you get your meals on the table in 30 minutes or less. So
I might not cook like Gordon Ramsay, but at least my kitchen could look like Gordon Ramsay.
And your guests will think you do.
That's awesome.
Yes, totally awesome. I love it. I've always loved cooking, but now with all these awesome gadgets that I have from joining Pampered Chef, I love it even more. It makes it so much easier, cleanup's easy, and I get to sit with my family, which is nice.
That's awesome. Is there any other organizations that you happen to be in?
Yeah, I actually am a part of a Business Mama referral group. We have 2 chapters, one in South County and one in North County. Really, it's open to any other business moms that are looking to grow their business. So we meet once a month, and it's found on Facebook. So.
That's nice. Do you have any children yourself?
Yes, I have 2 children, Carson, who is 3, and Jillian, who is 1. With Pampered Chef, it allows me to stay home with them, so that's why I do that.
That's sweet. That's really nice.
Yes.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us, and have a great day.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, I'm here with Michelle, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what she does. Michelle, what's up?
Well, I'm Michelle Barber. I'm with Mom Sierras, which is an all-around family resource service. We offer doula services, birth assistant, childbirth education. I'm also the leader of the Pasco Baby Wearing Group and a student midwife.
Nice. So obviously you have children, and you do the baby wearing.
I do.
And you have said you're addicted to it. You do love this. Why?
I'm absolutely addicted to it because babies just want to be attached to their mamas from the time they're born anyway. Skin to skin obviously has tons of beneficial effects for both mother and baby. When we smell the tops of our babies' heads, it releases endorphins in our bodies to release really nice, pleasant feeling. So if you're in a bad mood, grab a baby, sniff their head, you'll be all good.
Smell a baby.
Right, smell a baby. You get stressed out, give me a baby to smell.
Now, we're not saying go to the grocery store and go, hey, kid, I've had a stressed day. We're not saying to do that. But
Yes,
if you can ask, you can be like, hey, can I hold your baby? It'll be okay. Now, a lot of people are talking about this baby wrapping and baby wearing. How exactly does that work? Can we have somebody help us out?
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to point out that I am wearing a ring sling. I use this constantly in my home. I can cook, I can clean. I have 2 hands to do whatever I want. That's one of the bigger benefits that a lot of new moms find with baby wearing is that they're able to have their baby close to them. They get the benefits of constant kisses, constant smells. Baby can breastfeed right there.
And I do have to say, you would think, oh my God, I don't want my baby to fall out, but baby is very secure. He's not going nowhere. It's okay. So we're going to bring our little model in, who is going to be Michelle number 2. Michelle number 2.
So today I brought a Marley size 7. It's a Girasol brand. These are hand woven in Guatemala. Love the hand wovens. The reason why I like the hand wovens is because they're a much more sturdy material than like a Moby you would find. Mobies are more of a jersey material, which are great for newborn babies because they don't really move and they snuggle. But as you can tell, Michelle he's 4.5 months? 6 months, sorry. She has a 6-month-old young man here, and he's quite active. And with an active baby like that, you're gonna need more support. So I brought a woven. And what we're gonna do first is get Michelle set up to wear him. So I find the center of my wrap, which has a tag. And if you'll stand kind of in front of me, I'm gonna go ahead and get this wrapped around her waist like this. This carry I really like because I do it a lot. Because once I get the wrap set in place, I get it to where it's tight enough but loose enough that I can pop him in and out, and I wear it in the car. So if I go to the grocery, I can just pop him in, go to the grocery, come out, take him out, put him in a seat, drive to the next spot, put him in, and it's really easy to just leave in place. You don't have to readjust it. So it's a forward front carry. So what I do,
why don't we have Michelle
have her turn
around a
to
little
the
bit.
side. There we go.
And now we can actually see.
All right, so I'm gonna bring this from around her waist up over her shoulders. Hey, Isaac. And if you'll turn back around to face me. Now my little man's getting a little fussy, just face me. All right, now if you'll hold him like center. All right, yeah. So we're gonna bring this over her shoulders and we're gonna kind of cross over the baby's bum. Right, so we can form his initial seat, and then if you'll turn, we're gonna bring it back, and we're gonna tie it. Now I did this a little loose because we're demonstrating. If she was doing this herself, she would be able to feel how tight she would need it and where she would need to make adjustments. But again, I'm just doing this a little bit loose for demonstration purposes, and I tie it off. So then when she turns back around, you see how it's already holding him fairly good? You're gonna wanna spread the seat here, which will take, yeah, I know. We take this.
And I'd like my nap now too, please.
And see how I'm spreading to make the seat a little bit larger so that it really encompasses him. Now, because he's more of an active toddler, or not quite active toddler, but he's more of an active baby, I made this little rail down here that I'm just gonna tuck his feet under. And then I'm bringing this up his back for more support so that he can still kind of move around. And again, this is a little loose. I would be tightening the rails on myself. But as you can see, it offers him that extra protection. So if he does decide to go back, he won't split the carry. No. And this is just a simple, easy forward front carry.
And it's not even like, oh, I'm wearing something and it doesn't match my outfit. You guys have different colors and everything, so you can just go along with your outfits. If I feel a little blingy today, you get a little bit of bling.
You know, and they make beautiful patterns, beautiful. I have so many. It is comfortable.
And then you can use a ring to tie off, or you can just use knots. So there's different ways, and you teach us how to do that.
I do. As the baby wearing leader, I do. We have meetups where I'll teach women how to wrap their babies and how to wear them more comfortable, because we have so many different options these days. for carriers that a lot of women are confused at. Do they want buckles? Do they want ties? Do they want to wear in the front? Do they want to wear in the back? And so that's kind of where we come in, is we really work with the women. We have lending libraries that we demonstrate with and let the women try before they buy. My program is called Share the Wear. And so I help women to learn how to wear, and I share, and obviously make a lot of mamas and babies happy.
All right, thank you so much for showing us, and hopefully now we get a little bit of a better understanding of exactly what it is to wear a baby and how to wear a baby, and you can still be fashionable. All right, thank you so much, Michelle, and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm with Justin, and he's with Om Sweet Om. Justin, what is Om Sweet Om?
Om Sweet Om is a yoga studio that my wife and I started about 2 months ago. We saw a need in North Pinellas County that there just wasn't a place where you could go and exercise with your kid. Or you could, but you had to pay for them as well. So we just have a family rate. You can bring up to 2 children for that rate and your spouse or partner, and you can enjoy the same yoga that you would get down the street.
So it allows you to incorporate, do the kids get to experience and do all of the same kind of positions and everything? Do they learn the yoga as well?
Absolutely. So we have baby wearing yoga, where if your child is a little too young to do the poses themselves, you can wear them and they get it by proxy. If they're old enough, you can roll a mat out for them and they can try alongside. If they're not feeling it, we have a play area so they can go and play with the toys. We found out from our 16-month-old that even if they're playing in the play area, they learn the poses because she does about 10 of them now, and we're like, where did that come from? We're not.
Oh yeah, because I'm sure they pick up on it and they see what mom is doing or mom and dad's doing. They want to do it too.
They sure do.
I want to do that. I don't want to be left out.
Yeah, and we try to promote such a positive environment, and they get that as well.
And do you have any kids yourself?
We have one daughter. Her name is Ellie. She's 16 months old.
And you said she gets to actually experience it and is starting to do some of the poses too.
She is, yeah. It amazes us. She'll sit there and do tree pose or downward dog and child's pose. Obviously, it's where it came from.
Right.
And every time she does it, we're just amazed because she's learning just by being there. I mean,
the experience.
Yeah, she's been there for the 2 months we've been open, and she's gotten it, back and forth.
Do you have any helpful tips, whether it be for mom, dad, or both of them?
I would say listen to your child. They know more than they let on, and if you can listen to them in a productive way, you'll learn what they need. Don't try to guess what they need. They'll let you know.
All right, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
So I'm here with Kristen Flume. And Kristen Flume, what is your business?
I own Serene Birth Services, and I am a birth doula, photographer, and infant massage instructor.
So you're almost like a one-stop shop.
Yes.
Do you have any kids of your own?
I do. I have 3 daughters and 2 stepchildren, a son and a daughter.
Did they influence you to get into the business, or were you in the business already?
I had hired a doula with my first pregnancy, and the experience was just amazing. And I knew that it was something that I wanted to do to serve other women later on down the road. And 6 years later, I became a doula myself.
So how long does it take to, is 6 years a normal amount of time that it takes to become a doula? Or
that was just my own personal, I was waiting because I kept having children of my own. So I finally decided to just jump into it head first, and it kind of took off from there. I'm a certified birth doula, so that took me a year to finish. But, I was building my business and doing the schooling for certification, and I did it all in a year, and I've been pretty successful so far. So,
do you have any helpful tips for mom out there?
Posture. If you're pregnant, your posture is so important. It helps keep your baby in a good position for an easier labor and delivery.
Thank you so much for taking some
You're
time with
welcome.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Dan Kelleher. Dan, can you tell us a little bit about your business and what you do?
Sure. We're a full-service water filtration and service company. We service any type of water filtration systems and treat people's water at their home.
And do you have any kids yourself?
Yep, we have a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and one on the way.
And do you have any helpful tips for parents?
Absolutely. I'm going to relate it to water. If you see the pink label nursery water that your pediatrician recommends, don't listen to them. Don't buy it.
And why is that?
Because it has fluoride in the water, and fluoride is linked to ADHD.
Thank you very much. That is a very important tip. Thank you for talking with us, and have a great day.
You as well.
I'm here with Erica Davis. And Erica, can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yes, I'm an independent consultant with Usborne Books and More, and we sell the best children's books in the whole wide world for children of all ages.
And do you have any children of your own?
I sure do. I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old.
And how has your business helped you with your mothering of your children?
Oh my goodness. Well, I think the number one thing is that it allows me to be a role model for them. They know what hard work looks like, and they see me setting goals and working towards those goals.
And I'm sure it promotes the literacy in the home too. I mean, they have books to be exposed to all the time, and all different types of books. So that's got to get them really excited about reading and literacy.
Absolutely. So one of the things that I love about my business is that it allows me to spoil my kids rotten when it comes to books. And that's the only area in life where I really want to spoil my kids rotten. I'd like to say yes whenever they want a book, and this business allows me to do that.
That's always how I've been too. Like if my daughter gets sick, and it's so easy when your baby gets sick and you're like, oh, what can I do to help you? I can't do anything. And then you try to go and get anything you can to get them to feel better. Most people will go out and buy them a toy or something like that. I always go out and get her a new book. That way she can sit in bed and relax and try to read her little book. So that is a really good investment into your child.
It really is. It really is. There's a direct correlation between the number of books that you have at home and the future academic success of your kids. And so, you know, one of the things that I always tell parents with little babies, sometimes they'll come up and say, oh, we're not really reading books yet. My baby's still too little. They're never too little. They're never too little. It's really important to start reading to them from infancy.
And it even helps with their own verbal skills because they learn their own vocabulary and words and how to speak and hold conversations. So it's not even just the education, it's socially too.
Yes.
Awesome. Do you have any parenting tips for us?
I think my number one parenting tip is to make sure that you are reading to your babies from birth, and make sure that from the very beginning they are surrounded by high quality books, and that they see you reading your own books, and that you are eager to share story time with them every day.
All right, thank you so much for your information.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. I'm here with Emily Hosh, and she's with Jamberry. Tell us a little bit about Jamberry.
Well, Jamberry nail wraps are awesome. They are heat-activated nail wraps. They last 2 weeks on your fingers, 6 weeks on your toes. Each sheet of wraps, you can get them for buy 3, get 1 for free, and they last 2 weeks. Oh my gosh.
It's okay. You just take a minute and then say your spiel all over again.
Okay, ready?
Go.
Hi, I'm Emily, Jamberry Nail Wrap Consultant, and Jamberry Nail Wraps are the new wave of manicures and pedicures. They last 2 weeks on your fingers, 6 weeks on your toes, and each sheet of nail wraps comes with 2 manicures and 2 pedicures. They're buy 3, get 1 for free. We also have ones for kids as well, 8 and under, Jamberry Juniors. You can actually have mommy and me nails as well. Super exciting, and I'm addicted. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've been with Jamberry since April, and I do Facebook parties, and I basically sell nail wraps for my house while my kids are sleeping.
So that's really, like, you don't have to wait around for it to dry or anything, so a busy mom on the go just woohoo, and you're gone.
Dry. They're vinyl, yep. So you literally just match up which finger fits for you. You cut them in half. Each sheet of each nail wrap goes one half on one hand and the other half on the other. So they're very cost effective, and no dry time, no chipping.
That's really good, because you know, like the little kids, you do your little girls' nails, and they have to put them in their mouth, because that's what the children do.
Well, they're non-toxic.
And that's awesome. So it's very safe and everything.
Safe. Made in the USA, non-toxic.
Now, you said you have children. Do you get to do your children's nails?
Yeah, I do my 3-year-old. She loves them too. She's like, Mommy, put my Jamberry nails on. So we do mommy and me nails, and it's great. Everybody always compliments on our nails, and it's awesome.
It gives you a little extra bonding time too, a little time to be with your daughter.
I love it. Jamberry's really changed my life. Like I said, I've been with them since April as an independent consultant, and my friend invited me to one of her Facebook parties, and I had no idea what it was, but I ordered a bunch of wraps and I got them home and I immediately fell in love. So I said, I know I'm going to be a repeat customer, so I decided to be a consultant, and I'm so glad I did.
And do you get to bring your daughter to different parties and have like her as a model or anything?
Yeah, we get
you really get to incorporate being a mom and your business together.
Exactly. Mommy and me nail parties we can do, bring them to schools or fundraisers, and it's great. So it's even for moms, like moms always want to feel pampered, you know? As a stay-at-home mom, my hands are constantly in water with dishes and bath time and everything. Polish never could stand a chance. So once I found these, they last 2 weeks on my fingers, and they protect my nails, and they grow, and they're awesome.
And they're really not that bad for the mom on the budget either.
I mean, like I said, they're buy 3, get 1 free, and you get 2 manicures and 2 pedicures off of 1 sheet of nail wrap. So this can last you months and months.
That's great. Do you have any helpful tips for moms and dads out there?
Helpful tips? I would just say that take time with your kids and that kind of tip.
All right, thank you so much. You sound like so much fun.
And then my website, I want you to just go ahead to check out my website, www.myberrycutenails@jamboreenails.net, and you'll be able to see there's 300 different designs to choose from, mommy me nails, and like I said, for us adults as well. So
That's a very cute name too.
My Berry Cute Nails. And like I said, there's also there's frozen wraps, frozen inspired wraps. There's also for the holidays, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. They're great stocking stuffers as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm here with Robin, and she is our coordinator for the Birthing, Breastfeeding, and Beyond Expo. Robin, what was your inspiration behind the project?
Hi, I've been a doula and a childbirth educator and an IBCLC for a total of 11 years in the Tampa Bay area, and I really wanted to bring my passions to around Tampa Bay to lots of people. So I've started doing shows.
Thank you, assistants.
So that local people in the area can find out about their natural birth, baby wearing groups, doulas, midwives, and all things natural.
Well, on behalf of myself and everyone here from imomcast.com and everyone, thank you so much for helping us get together and network and actually get the word out about different things to help moms and dads all over.
Yes,
Thank you so much. And thank you, Eleanor. Thanks for helping.